Earlier this afternoon, the U.S. Supreme Court handed down differing decisions in two of the Biden administration's COVID vaccine mandate case. Joining me now with legal analysis is FRC's own Katherine Johnson, our research fellow for legal and policy studies. Katherine, welcome back to the program.
Thanks for having me, Tony. It's wonderful to be on.
All right, so what's the reaction to these two decisions being handed down by the court today?
I think the main reaction is that we were victorious at the Supreme Court. While the Supreme Court is permitting the Medicare and Medicaid vaccine mandate to go forward, the OSHA mandate was struck down. And that's where the government was really reaching its tentacles into the private employers, the private businesses, and their work with their employees and mandating this private health decision that had nothing to do with the government at all. And they were really grappling for any sort of legal authority to give them the authority to do this. And that was very clear to the Supreme Court that there was no authority to do this. And that really was what is the huge victory for us, that the government cannot mandate these private employers with 100 employees to require their workers to get the jab.
So, Katherine, in the case of the medical workers, these are facilities that receive Medicare or Medicaid funding. So was it the federal funding that were the strings that the court relied upon to allow that mandate to go forward?
That's right. There, Justice Roberts and Justice Kavanaugh did side with the liberal justices, saying that, look, the secretary has the authority to look for health and safety standards for anybody who is contracting or working in these Medicaid and Medicare facilities, especially because most of the recipients of these are the vulnerable, especially where the disease is more dangerous to these people. The dissent found that this was not the case. This was Justice Thomas, Alito, Barrett, and Gorsuch said, that authority was more so to deal with these everyday administrative tasks, not to set forward this huge public health policy that the secretary did in mandating the vaccine. But you're exactly right. They found that these were federal contractors, and therefore the secretary had the authority to mandate this health standard.
Final question for you, Katherine. Are there other lawsuits regarding mandates in the pipeline?
There are a few others, but this really, the administrative stay that the Supreme Court granted in this certainly set the tone. And I think we will see a lot of more victories for those fighting the mandates.
All right, Katherine Johnson, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.